So now we're gonna get into this Detective Fost story. He's like, yeah. Now one of them just heard the remix. Yeah, so the Detective Fost story. Like, so I already mentioned this in another story. Like, basically, well, actually, no. I mentioned it like I mentioned how I kind of became Detective Fost. But thing was, I was always good with detective shows and all this other stuff because growing up, I used to watch this one show. Like I would fall asleep early in during the night and wake up purposely like at midnight or whatever just to watch it. It was called Case Closed, but they call it Detective Conan, like in Japan. Well, it usually takes what? How does your game take only 15 minutes? Anyway, yeah, cause I'm on stream, y'all. Yeah, so like whenever Detective Conan came on, like I'd watch it, and I would learn from that. So I would learn like just about everything there was to be in a detective just by watching that. Used to watch this other show called I Detective where like I would try and solve stuff that way. I'd watch a little bit of Forensic Files and all that. Cause it's like with me and TV, like I had phases. For some reason, I was able to catch just about everything you would think of. That was cool back in the day. I think some of the stuff I would slack on would be like certain like reality shows or certain like or just certain like shows that like people get into like Disney shows. Like at one point I slacked on. Like I barely made it for the That's So Raven, Kim Possible, even Stevens era. Like I barely was around for it because I think during then you had like all this other stuff. But anyway, um, yeah. So I do that, um, and then it'd be like small stuff with like and then it'd be like just visual stuff. I'd see people do stupid things. Okay. No, she's talking about this Monopoly game called Monopoly Deal. I know which one she's talking about. I think it's on the phone apps too. Um, but yeah, I'll just be extremely observant and just see like certain stuff from like certain angles. And I'm trying to think. It was like one show I watched that really. It was like one show or movie that I watched that really. Actually, no. I think what really solidified me as Detective Foss. It was two things that solidified me as Detective Foss. That truly made me truly like be excellent. One was the eighth grade story where I figured out like ended up being this one lady that killed like some guy in a barbershop or whatever. I mean I should have said that, but I ended up going with like a different answer just because a girl that I thought liked me or whatever went with that answer, but I ended up being right. And it was actually so and so, but I didn't stick with my answer, which I tend to do a lot of times. So that was one point, and then another point was I say it was the Heavy Rain game. I seen a walkthrough for it, and the one major thing that ended up blowing my mind was how the character. Oh wait, spoiler. Yeah. So the one right when I said that. So yeah. So the one thing about that game that always blew my mind to this day was the one detective that you play. The one detective ends up being, again, spoiler. The one detective ends up actually being the killer. And just learning that made me think. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna actually keep that in mind. So I look at all evidence now, cause like I almost didn't realize that dude was the killer till like right near the end. Like right when they revealed that he was the killer, I realized it in 10 seconds. Like literally 10 seconds. I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. He's a detective that can't find like no type of leads, yet he has this nice comfy office. He has like he has people constantly calling him to figure out cases. He has this and that. Yet you can't solve a case. I'm like either you're not doing your job right or something's up. Yeah. Yeah, and I also used to play that one game you played one up, Sloop. Yeah, Sloop. I played a little bit of it, but I never got up to like, I don't think I got up to your level, cause you're at intermediate. I was only at beginning, but I've had a few cases where ended up being like certain people or whatever. So that's why like usually, that's why like the last time you did your case, I spoiled it for you. I am so sorry. What, like, yo, I said spoiler like a few times, yo. Why didn't you say nothing? I feel so bad now. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. How could I? Okay, your mind's been wiped. But yeah. So anyway, back to where I was. Correct. Yeah. So the one thing that I took from the Sleuth game when I was playing them, yeah, the one thing I took from Sleuth when I was playing it was exactly how they did like their cases to a point. Because I try my best to always have like all evidence on hand. But I say the one major thing I lack is I have trouble sticking with people. So I think that's one of the things I ended up, because I think I ended up messing up a case. I think I ended up losing a case. And that's because like I didn't stick, I think, with like my first answer. I ended up second guessing. I made the case more necessary than it needed to be. Okay. Okay, good. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, good thing I'm quick with that. Okay, so one of them didn't get spoiled. Spoil it? Let me chill. Nah, I'm joking. But yeah. um, yeah. So yeah, one thing I pride myself on is usually having like evidence of everything. It's like I usually have evidence, so that's why like on that one thing I was quick to be like, yo, make sure you get that gun check. All right, she good. But yeah, but like yeah, that's why like I had you actually get that gun tested. Just because it's like I don't like leaving no stones unturned. I mean, you ended up being right and ended up actually being lady, but it's like I just did not want a chance of that gun like not being scanned. Because yeah, because it's like certain evidence you'd be surprised like what one key evidence could have did right there. But I was still surprised to this day it wasn't Victor. Because I thought she had the key to Victor's place. But now that I'm looking back on it, I think yeah, now looking back on it, I think that I don't know. I'd have to relook it up. Yeah. No, I wasn't that crazy on the roll. I was doing okay. It's just it's like I barely would remember stuff. Cause like at one point I was stumped with you like as far as like evidence because of lack of evidence. Yeah, Victor was looking like the suspect. But yeah, like at one point I was like I was in the same boat as you though. We was lacking evidence, but then something dawned on me because you told me to remember like not to forget about the gunshots. I'm like, wait, gunshots, gun, gun. I'm like, oh yeah, gun. But yeah, so I remember. Yeah, so I ended up remembering that, and that stuck with me because I'm like, you know what? That's the only real way we're gonna solve the case, because the lipstick could have been partly the reason, but at the same time, just basically what happened with Victor. I almost ended up suspecting it was Victor, just because like what's her name had the key. Yeah, because he had the key to what's the name apartment. Coincidental. Yeah. I don't know. I might get back into it one day. Now, if I do it, we collabing though. Yeah. Frame people. Yeah. But it's like I never put it past that game to frame people, because I think when I played it, I think the cases. Matter of fact, yeah, you played it too. Yeah. So yeah, the cases I think were tougher back then. Because I don't think the levels were the way they was back then. So I think that's what throws me off a lot more about them. Because I think oh my goodness. All right, because I keep hearing that boy. Um, yeah, but I think that's the main thing that used to just throw me off. Uh, Almost got it. But yeah, like that would be the main thing that throw me off. Hmm. Yeah, I just don't know where I'd go with it though. I could go so many ways with that game. Cause I could, yeah. I'm just probably definitely gonna live stream it. I probably would live stream it. Oh yeah, so yeah, be on the lookout for more false deductions though if you're still watching the Lucid playthrough. Cause wait, you saw 18 cases and they still got you on intermediate? That's insane. You think they wouldn't do that? But yeah, yeah. But nah, if y'all ever want to see like any of my detective work, like you look up the Lucid playthroughs. Those are like usually because it's like depending on certain parts of the story, certain parts like I end up having like deductions. Like I'll do like false deductions, and that's usually where like I run through like literally everything. Because I think actually no. One up wasn't there for like my major one, which was like the 30-minute one. She was there for a 16-minute one, I think, and that was the one. Yeah, because one up after that deduction, I had like three more, but unfortunately it was the next day, so it was after the. Oh wait, no. You missed the one deduction I think because I think I did that deduction the next day because that was the one like when I had the Whopper. Yeah, the Whopper. Cause I was hungry doing one of my live streams. Yeah, I was hungry doing one of the live streams. So one of and Brian Trusty got the hear me order food basically. But yeah, what happened with those deductions? I ended up actually. Oh yeah, so one up. I didn't get to tell you this. Yeah. So I ended up actually being right, but right near the end, I kind of second guessed myself again. It's like I didn't lock in, but like actually no. It wasn't that I second guessed myself. One up, it was that I forgot dude in the last deduction that I made. I forgot his name. Like at the last second, I forgot his name. Yeah, we was so yeah, but it's like I forgot his name from my last deduction before they revealed who it was. Yeah, so since oh yeah, so spoilers just in case y'all ain't watched the Lucid 9. Well, actually, did you want to wait? Did you want me to tell you who it was? I don't know if she even wants me to tell who it was because Lucid 9 playthrough is long, so it might take her a while to get to that part anyway. If she does end up going through it. Yeah. So yeah, just yeah, let me know one up if you want me to tell you real quick, cause I'll tell you. Yeah, cause it'll probably take you, cause you'll probably forget anyway, but you'll still probably watch the series or whatever. So Yeah, but like when I ended up finding out who it was, I was so mad because I'm like, yo, how did I really just? I really almost let this guy slide. Like I almost let him slide. It's like I really forgot to mention dude's name. It's like I went through that whole deduction without mentioning the name. Yeah, so it ended up being Ryota. He was the counselor or whatever guy. So I think it was like literally, yeah. That. Hold on, let me see if I can get a picture. Um, Actually, no, no, no. It was like I don't know if you remember what he looked like. He was like this adult-looking guy, had brown hair. Yeah, but it was him. Ended up being him. And I called it for like every deduction I make, I'm literally on his bumper. Like I'm on him. Like I'm it's like hmm, yeah, but like I'm on his bumper because I'm like constantly always naming him. I'm like, yo, this is the only guy who like he controls curfew basically. He knows every student's disorder, including the main character. He knows he knows my character has mental problems. I'm like, who else could it be? Like this dude even knew the key combination to the guy's house. Like he knew my key combination. I'm like, it had to have been him. And yet I couldn't remember his name for my last deduction. Cause I'm like, three suspects I got. It could either be it could actually either be Yama's best friend for some crazy shocker. It could be like the detective woman that I work with because she has connections that can make it hard for people to figure out that was her and people would be comfortable around her. Or it could have ended up being like the counselor himself, but I couldn't name him. I couldn't name him. What do you mean I have mental problems? LOL. This dude funny bad. Oh yeah, so one of yeah, that's Baron Knight. He's in my group H it's a HCP. But yeah, no, cause Baron Knight you wasn't there. So I was just telling one up about yeah, cause I just beat Lucid 9 today. I beat it today, and I'm trying to figure out I want to know when they doing a sequel. Yeah, it's a to be continued. I'm mad about it. It's a to be continued. But yeah, so I ended up figuring out that hmm, yeah, so I ended up figuring out that it was him. Yeah, and I think that's about it. Yeah, but that's like yeah, but that's like the main thing about Detective Fost though. It's like I'm good. I'm usually right the first time, but I never stick with my answers. I can never stick with my answers. But yeah, um, I don't know. I think that was it. I think I ran through everything as far as like Detective Fost goes. Um, Hold on one second. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done here. Cause yeah, I got stuff. Yeah, I got stuff to do. So yeah, so with that, catch y'all. Love y'all. Peace.